What up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the School of Royals, where men get separated from the boys. Today, what is the best diet? It's a secret. You know, a lot of people are wondering what is the best diet. What if I can tell you that no matter what diet you pick, whether it is a strict bodybuilding diet, whether it is a low carb, high fat, or high protein, low carb, low fat, high carb, normal protein, intermittent fasting, ketogenic dieting, paleo dieting, Atkins, Cambridge, what else do we have? Zone diet. We have so much, guys, so much. It's overwhelming. You wanted to lose weight, you know, and lose some fat to get more toned and shaped up. You went to Google and type in how to lose fat, fastest way to lose weight and stuff like that, and you get overwhelmed because there's so much information. There are so many camps, you know, they're saying, yeah, low carbs, calories don't count. But really, guys, it isn't really that hard, let me tell you. But there's one thing they all have in common. There is one thing that I can tell you, they don't have been lying to you. They all have been speaking the truth, and the reason why. And you'll be wondering, but yes, you don't have been lied to, guys. Because the one thing they have in common is, when we have the objective, you are losing weight, no matter what program you choose, no matter what diet you choose, no matter how counterintuitive you're doing things, no matter what, as long as you losing weight, the program works. And for Cambridge, for instance, it's just you're cutting your caloric intake to such a degree you feel miserable the whole day, you know, you cannot even live with yourself, and you're drinking juices the whole freaking day and stuff like that, and you have the apple juice diet, and it's sickening, guys, it's sickening. But come on, they all have this objective, they get it done, you know. And when we get people to believe in things like losing weight, no matter what, main objective of losing weight is what I'm chasing for. And when that is been done in a correct way, no matter what, how I feel miserable, or what kind of deficiency I get into, it works for you. You believe in it.
I will do anything you want me to do. My nigga.
You think it's a holy grail, and then you have the people and the camps who are saying, yeah, I'm in an intermittent fasting camp, I don't care what everybody's saying. Yeah, but I'm in the keto camp. What are you saying with intermittent fasting? That's not true. You're lying because this is the best way. You know why? Because you have been lied to in a different way, but they all have the same goal met at the end of the result, which is losing weight. So Rico, what is the best diet? Tell me, please. The best diet, ladies and gentlemen, is one, you can get structure in, flexibility, and you can change upon how you are progressing. And the most important thing is flexibility. One diet that gives you the flexibility, make it a plus. Gives you the flexibility in food choices, in timing. Most of the diets don't give you the flexibility. Most of the diets give you a strict time map to eat your certain foods because it works better. One other thing, what is important in terms of flexibility: no restrictions. Paleo dieting, low fat, high carbs, low fat, low carbs. You know, they all have been telling you that you need to restrict yourself from eating stuff. Paleo diet is based on how our ancestors were eating.
What?
Do we even know what the hell that means, guys? But you cannot eat grains and starch and stuff like that.
What?
What? Didn't the people eat bread like, you know, when we were in the beginning of the era of people, of humanity? So, but they all have the same goal being achieved, which is losing weight, so everything works. So you don't know what to choose. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the only thing that I have to do is flexibility, and that goes with flexible dieting. This is the holy grail, ladies and gents. I don't care what diet you follow, but you have to be flexible. Choose the food you want that works for you, where you feel good at, you know. Timing and no restrictions, because restrictions, what happens with restrictions is you're eating so much of the same food all the time, every single time. We see that in bodybuilding diets. When people go for contest preparation, they only eat chicken breast, tilapia, white fish, and white rice. That's basically it. So you're only getting the sources of minerals, you know, the macros of that particular food choice, which is restricting in other sources to be taken in by the body, which are important. So what you end up with is a nutrient deficiency. So you get less vitamins and minerals in your system, therefore it is actually tapping into your health, which makes this diet not only very restrictive, very boring because you cannot choose whatever food you want, but is also not adding to your health, right? So flexible dieting gives you that option. Flexible dieting gives you, you know, whatever you want to eat, as long you are tracking stuff, right? Not a plus. As long as you're tracking stuff, because if you're not tracking stuff, guys, forget about it. I don't care what you're gonna do. If you are not able to collect some data over yourself, what you are taking in, you can do every single diet and jump to every single diet, but it's not gonna work out because you are not tracking. And then you also have the people, of course, that say, yes, but Rico, it takes a lot of time. It takes so much time. Shut up. Shut up. It takes me like 30 seconds just to fill in my FitnessPal. It takes me 10 seconds to weigh off my foods. So who are you to say that it is time consuming? It is not. You are just making excuses. So, and we have the systems in place, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel, guys. You don't have to. We have MyFitnessPal, MFP. We have Lose It app. We have, you know, Fat Secret. So, you know, there already are systems in place that you can track your foods. You just read the label, you scan those stuff, you know, you just go over the macros and all the micronutrients. If it's correct, boom, there you got it. You get your own database of food choices you want to make. But track it. If you're not tracking it, guys, seriously, it becomes very hard to become successful in whatever the goal is you're trying to achieve with having a diet, right? And now we have the other people saying, hey, but Rico, you know, I just saw that the other guy on YouTube, he was pro keto dieting. You know, he was just like, you need to do that, man, to become like this. And then the other camp, you had an intermittent fasting guy, became famous for who he was. And, you know, he was the new god because he had amazing abs. But yet again, it's all about losing weight, no matter you're doing Herbalife, no matter you're doing Atkins, Cambridge dieting, you know. But they all, intermittent fasting not as much, but they all restrict you from having any food choices, even to choose the food you want to eat. If you feel like eating a pasta, you can't. You don't have any flexibility in timing. If I want to eat my breakfast at 10 a.m., you know, and the program says you need to have it at 8 a.m. because this is the best time, forget about it. It's restricting in timing, it's hurting flexibility, it is keeping you from executing. You're just wondering, damn, I hate this stuff, I don't like it. I want to be in charge of my diet, not be controlled of, right? And no restrictions. The moment I'm going to tell you guys, you cannot eat any bread, you cannot eat any cheese, you cannot eat any milk, yogurt, what else you have? Your life is over, guys, your life is over. Think about it. And now you have that social occasion with grandmother that I told you about in the last video. Yes, my darling, here you have my favorite carrot cake. No, thank you, grandmother. No, it got a lot of fat, you know, it's got a lot of butter, and I cannot have it. And one other important thing, guys, that I just forgot is all this flexibility is actually helping to have variety in the diet. Variety in the diet is very important because the bodybuilding diets that we see, you know, all the typical diets that I just mentioned are restricting you. Therefore, the food choices are very limited. Therefore, you're getting only these food sources from a very small pool of food. So the vitamins, the minerals, you're only getting it from your white rice and, you know, the chickens with a certain BCAA profile, amino acid stuff. And then you have the other diet that is restricting you from having any carbs. So you're getting only, you know, a deficiency in different macronutrients or micronutrients. And that's you know, that's setting yourself up for failure, guys. Really. The only way to have a healthy diet, the only way to have a healthy diet is when these things are met. A healthy diet has variety. A healthy diet has no restrictions because you can adhere to it. A healthy diet, you know, gives you the flexibility in the timing, because if you have to stand up, I see some guys in bodybuilding world, they have to stand up middle of the night, wake up themselves, you know, and get in their shake. Protein. Well, guys, come on. Your sleep is worth a ton. So no timing restrictions. If you're the person who sleeps out until 10 a.m. and you don't want to eat at 8 a.m., you don't have to. A healthy diet also gives you food choices. Because what else is there if you cannot eat the things you like? What if I'm going to say you cannot eat bread anymore? You cannot eat cheese anymore? It's not healthy, guys. You're getting, you know, setting yourself up for failure because you don't like the diet, but it worked. I was losing weight, so this was the only option for me. And now you have those guys saying, yeah, you know, I did this freaking diet, bro, you know, and I got success in it. I lost 5 kilograms, but I felt like shit, but I don't give a shit because I'm gonna do it again. It's the only thing that works. Guess how many years you are going to do that and feel miserable? Think about it, right? And all the diets have one thing in common: they lose weight. But the amount, how good you feel, if it goes on a healthy way, you're not getting into nutrient deficiencies. This is the only way, guys. You don't have to find yourself, you know, a special Excel spreadsheet, because we already have these MyFitnessPal apps, Lose It, Fat Secret, whatever you have. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, right? It's already done for you. You just became lazy. There was a time we didn't have any apps. We need to calculate it via a calculator, put it down on an A4 paper sheet, and write our diet down. A couple of years ago. 10 years ago probably. Yeah. So this is your thing, guys. This is it. It isn't that hard. And somewhere you know this, deep in your head you know this stuff. But you are getting tempted to see all those guys on YouTube. You get tempted to see all those magazines. You get tempted by the news out there that this is the new thing. You know, we had an era where fats were actually the bad guys. We don't want to eat fats, you know. Fats is bad for health. It's causing people to become, you know, overweight. It was between 1980 and 1990. After that, when that hoax was over and all the manufacturers started to manufacture all low-fat products, they started to bump up the caloric intake. They started to bump up the input of carbohydrate and sugars. And now, out of a sudden, we live in an era where carbohydrate and sugars is the bad guy. And there comes a time when protein is a bad guy. It's bad for your kidneys and stuff like that. And don't eat red meat and blah blah blah. So what else is there over there? We cannot not eat fat. We cannot eat carbohydrate. We cannot eat protein. What else is there left over? Water? Water, guys? Come on. Don't listen to all the crap. It really comes down to this flexible dieting, guys. I can't stress it enough. I hope you liked this video. It was the School of Royals. You know, and I will be doing more of these videos, and I want you to give a thumbs up and to subscribe on the channel. Not only that, comment below what you wanted to know in the next video of the Schools of Royals, and I'll be talking about that topic once you're putting it downstairs, okay? So, let's go. What's the best diet? It's flexible diet.